Our guests today are part of the 1% that keep the 99% of us safe. We're joined today by Lieutenant Ted Snyder and Officer Chris Zimmer from the Boise Police Department. We had the opportunity to get a glimpse into their life.
We were dispatched to a call from a social worker that someone they've been working with has been having some issues lately. His wife called in, said that he had screwed all the doors and windows shut in the house and she'd been trapped inside for approximately 2 days and he wouldn't let her out. I called into the residence. She told me that she was able to unscrew the front door while he was in another part of the house and he didn't know she did that. And so then we had her run out the door to the officers that were waiting. I'll talk to her and investigate what crimes we have, and then we'll start to get her assistance either through our victim witness coordinators or if she needs further interview from detectives. So I'm gonna go talk to the wife right now and see what we have. So can we bring her back here with Belinda and then I'll move up with Charlie? So we could go through the back. That might be a better option. But then I guess you'd have to get her over the fence or run off. Okay. All right. I'm going to box in the suspect's truck in the driveway, and then we're going to use our PA system to hail him out, and hopefully he'll come out peacefully to us.
David, this is the Boise Police. We want to speak with you. Come out of your residence with your hands up. We want to speak with you and check on your welfare.
So the way we left it, we attempted to contact the male at the residence. He refused to come out. Because there was no longer anybody else inside with him, there wasn't an exigent need to go in, force an issue, whether confrontation with him and us. We walked away, and so we'll come back another day, make those things happen. But the important thing was getting his wife out of the house and safe, and we were able to accomplish that with fortunately nobody getting hurt or no issues spiraling from that point.
So Chris, that footage, is that a typical situation you run into?
It is, yes. That was a domestic violence call, and that's pretty typical for a shift. They all vary somewhat depending on each specific situation,
Right.
But yes.
Right. Well, we want our viewers to get to know a little bit about what it's like to be a police officer, kind of get into your life. So Ted, tell us, did you always want to be a police officer?
No, not really. I started out in life from the time I was probably about a freshman in high school thinking towards a career in accounting.
Okay.
So yeah, I aimed my sights towards that and got my accounting degree from the University of Idaho and worked for about 2.5 years in the accounting industry and thought, this isn't for me. And so I'd done a ride-along with a fellow officer that we went to church with and did 2 ride-alongs with him, and I was hooked after that. I
You were
thought,
hooked.
I've got to do this.
That's great. And how about you, Chris?
No, not for me as well. I went to college to be a teacher. After
Okay.
college, I started working with abused children, and then quickly realized instead of being in the treatment side of things, I wanted to work in prevention and intervention and holding those accountable that did criminal acts instead.
Okay. And along with that, what's the most rewarding part of your job?
I think just when you go handle a call, it's not a normal day for somebody if they're calling 911. And so when you go there and are able to resolve a situation, just seeing the relief on their face when it's all done, or them telling you that thank you, that's the best thing you can hear. Because you never know what you prevent, and I'm sure every day, we're doing stuff that keeps things from happening. But in those situations when you've changed something for the better, there's nothing beats that.
That's great. And what about you, Ted?
The same. I mean, like you said, people don't call 911 because they're inviting you over for coffee or for lunch, so
Right.
they're in some type of crisis usually when they call 911. So we show up and do the best we can to help. So probably the greatest satisfaction is once in a while you get that feedback. Somebody says thank you, they write you a letter, and just knowing that you've helped somebody. So knowing that you've done that at the end of each call, that's the best satisfaction you can
That's
get.
the reward.
That's the reward.
So Chris, if someone is interested in becoming a police officer, how can they find out more about that?
Then go to our website at police.cityofboise.org and find out information on there.
Great. Well, thank you both for being here with us today, giving us a glimpse
Pleasure.
into the life of a police officer. We appreciate it.